Welcome back to Apple Tree Allotment. Down here early on a Friday morning, about 7:30. Starting to get much lighter, much earlier now. It's like probably about 6:30 now. So that's very, very nice. I can get down a little bit earlier. Yeah, it's the first morning. It hasn't been raining too much, so I can actually get down here before work and everything else. So I've come down and brought down quite a lot of bits and pieces. Very, very wet down here, muddy. It's been raining all week, but still looking okay. A few things going on. A few leaks still looking good in here. There's some grass starting to grow in here though, so I do need to get on top of that quickly before it turns into a lawn. And some nice leek beds over here are perked up actually. They're looking pretty good. So we do need to harvest those soon, get back into eating leeks. The garlic is looking very, very nice. Really happy with these this year. Two good beds of those. I did worry if they would do very well this year, but yeah, we're doing okay. And even just noticed one of the ones I planted, we had a load at home that were starting to sprout, so I planted those, and even one of those is poking up there. So yeah, they're looking okay. Over on plot 1, so I brought down a couple of pallets got from work, so they're always handy. I can use those for either for compost bins as I expand this, make this better looking and everything, or I might take one of them apart and use some of the wood for bits and pieces inside the shed. So that's to come soon when once I've cleared out some stuff out of there. Some of the cardboard I'm going to use for the bottoms of these beds. Leaving down a huge bag of food waste as well to go in the compost, which is always welcome. But the main thing I've come down to do today is build another bed. So this bed here, it's currently got chard in, which is doing crazily well actually. It's still going. Obviously this was planted last, I'm going to say April something last year, March, April, May. But it is still going and it's growing new leaves. Normally the frost has completely killed it by now, but we obviously haven't had too bad of frosts. But yeah, so at the moment that can stay in there. I might move it to a new bed. Don't need that much chard, that's a lot of chard. And the kids are starting to get sick of it. There's also some over there actually. I sowed some over there at the end of last year thinking this would die off and for that to grow over winter and be ready in spring. So yeah, I might plant some of that over in that bed actually. That's a bit of a scrappy space. But yeah, so that's what's in there. So I'm going to take the wood off here that's on it at the moment and use it to combine with this bed to make another 2-level one. So yeah, I'm going to take that apart. And at home I took home the wood that I'd sawn last week or so. I'd come down here, cut all the wood ready, took it home, painted it all, and to speed up the time down here I've built the sides. So the sides have got the 3 uprights on, 2 decking planks high. So I've screwed both sides together. I've just laid them out in place ready. So they're all screwed together, ready to go. Looking pretty good, nice and painted to match these other ones. And the ends obviously cut ready, and I've got the screws ready to go. So I can just hopefully, fingers crossed, get on with it, and that won't take me too long to get that together. So main objective today is get that bed sorted. If I get time, I'd like to get these sited properly. I do need to do some digging to get them level though, so that might take a bit longer than I've got. And I'd love to start filling them, but I don't know if I've got that much time. But we shall see. Yeah, that's today's job. Let's get this sorted, and then the wood from this one and this one, I might change out a couple of bits because they're a bit odds and ends, whereas that's all I had. I'm going to take that wood, and I'm nearly at the end of that tin of paint, but I might be able to squeeze out that last bed. I'm going to make another bed like these out of them, so we've got 4 nice ones in a row, looking all nice, and we'll get them filled up ready for potatoes in a month or so, and that would be really nice. 4 good beds, all the same sort of size and shape, and all looking the same. Awesome. Yes, that's today's job. Better crack on with it really, and then yeah, we'll see how far we get. It's pretty wet down here, so there's not much else going on. I do need to cut back these raspberries. I know some of them are starting to get some green on. I did start last week. I did start cutting back over that side when I was having a rest from cutting wood, so I might try and do another couple of these today. Yeah, I'd like to get them done, and they can grow away, and then we can sort out these other beds as well. So that actually came apart quite easy. Luckily I just nailed those ones, because they were sort of always going to be fairly temporary. But yeah, left quite a nice edge on there that I can just put the boards up against, and hopefully they should be the same dimensions. I did make these all the same dimensions, so hopefully that will fit. It's all in and built. Yeah, pretty happy with that. Obviously much easier building it on a flat surface at home, most of it, so it went together way quicker and easier in this wet, boggy ground. Yeah, pretty happy with that. But just need to level out, perhaps need to level up the back just slightly. This whole plot does slope down towards the other side quite a bit, probably a good 20 centimetres I'd say. It's quite a dip in the middle, so without levelling the whole site it's quite tricky, but I do my best. So yeah, pretty happy with that. So we've got three matching beds. Just need to do the rest now because it makes the rest look not as good, but yeah, so I'm going to try and get these in line and pretty level. Just back corner of that one needs to come up a little bit, and that one needs to go down a bit, and then just straighten that one. I can see that one's not quite straight, so I'll straighten it up against the there's a paving path there, so I'll try and straighten it against that. Not that that's straight at all. Yeah, and then I'm going to put some wood chips down in between the paths, and yeah, and we can start filling them. I was going to fill, to start with, I'm going to fill some out of the compost heaps, out of those 2 that are quite old, manure and home compost stuff. I might put some of those bark chips in, just a little bit. And then I'm probably going to take the soil out of definitely that one while I build it, and some of these, because I'm going to rebuild these. As you can see, the wood's laying there ready to go, so I might take the soil out of these, chuck them in there. It will need more than that as well, because they're pretty big beds. I'll do a trip to the recycling centre at some point, see if I can get some more free soil improver to go in a bit, and then maybe chuck a bag of compost on if we can get hold of one on each one. Yeah, they certainly won't be full to the top this year. They're probably halfway, but at least that gets us going this year. We can get our potatoes in. Yeah, so I'm going to level those out and see how far we can get with filling things. I'm going to put a layer of cardboard in the bottom. Obviously I'm going to pull out those couple of little weeds, and I'll put a layer of cardboard down the bottom of each of these 2, and that one already had some in autumn, but it's pretty much degraded, so I'll put some more in there. Yeah, and see how we get on. So I'm packing up for the day. Got as far as I can go today. It's about 9:10, so time to get home for work and breakfast and all those things. But yeah, pretty pleased with what we got done today. So I've got that bed built around the chard bed. That's looking pretty good, pretty happy with that. Leveled it out pretty much. I might do a little bit more before they get completely full. And I've just put the some more butt chips between these two and along the front a little bit. I scraped up this time. I scraped up what was there, the butt chips that were there, and I've actually put it in the bottom of this bed because they're pretty well composted. They're obviously still a little bit woody, but they've been there for a couple of years, so yeah, it's a pretty good base, I think. So I might do that. I've got the path along the middle to do as well, and those ones, so I might do the same and put them in these beds. Just a small thin layer, anything helps, doesn't it? So yeah, really pleased with that. That's looking really nice. Obviously got that one taken apart that was there. That one's screwed at the end, so I'll if I can get down tomorrow, if it's not raining in the morning, I will come and take that one apart. And I'm not going to reuse all of that wood. I'm going to try and get some different bits because they're different heights slightly. That was anything I could find bits of wood. So yeah, I'm going to do see what we can do there. At some point I'd really like to redo that bed because it's actually shorter than all the rest because that's all the wood I had. So yeah, we'll see how we get on. But yeah, if I can get down again, I'll come and sort out the wood off this bed, chuck the soil out of there, and redo that one, and then we'll have 4 nice beds in a row. Pretty pleased with how that's looking, nice and fresh. I've got some other jobs done today. Cut the raspberries back, cleaned up the path in between the raspberries and the strawberries. All the strawberries are escaping everywhere, so I just pulled them off with a spade. Luckily that's the path there is paving slabs, so that was pretty easy. Yeah, so looking good. Hopefully I can get down again this weekend and do a little bit more, just slowly chip away at it, and especially having just painting these things. Obviously I can't do it here because it's raining on and off and it's not level and all those things, so yeah, it's much easier if I take it home to do. So I'll try and do that. That'll take a couple of days. Yeah, hope you enjoyed having a look at what's going on in the start of the year before anything goes in, and see what's growing. It's nice to see some food down here we can actually eat. There's leeks and chard we can eat. The garlic is doing pretty well, so yeah, really happy with that. So yeah, hope you're keeping well, and look forward to talking to you soon.